YouTubers, good morning. This is Edward coming to you from the Philippines in northwestern Mindanao. I'm driving from our municipality that we live in, southwest of Dipolog City. I'm driving to Dipolog City because I have a problem with my solar, and this module right here, it's a surge protection device, and that went bad on me from the power company's grid. Had a high voltage surge and blew out my surge protector, my solar system. So I found the source. I sourced it on Lazada, which, if those of you who don't know what Lazada is, it's like it's the Amazon of the Philippines, and they have almost everything. It's rare that I'm ever disappointed going to Lazada, but the delivery is anywhere from 5 to 10 days on products. But I did find the surge protector I wanted. I ordered 4 of them. So unless I wait for 5 to 10 days, my solar is going to be down. So I choose to go to Dipolog today to see if I can find some there so I can get my system up and running. So this is just some road construction here. I'm going the back way into town because I'm going to go to Jalico. It's one of the big hardware stores here in Dipolog that I frequent sometimes if I have some hardware parts. They're pretty good about some specialty items, but we're gonna see here. I have my electrician buddy Glenn. I've contacted him by phone, and I might be able to meet him in town today to be able to find him, and he might have a store that he always goes to. I sent him the photo already of the surge protector I need, so if he can find some, he's going to get them and call me, and then we'll meet up and I'll just pay him back, or either that or he'll let me know where to get the parts. So we'll see how it goes, and that's the deal. Sourcing things is probably one of the harder things to do in the Philippines, and it's nothing like the US. At least I know the US is having a lot of problems lately, from what I hear anyway, as far as the supply chain. But the Philippines, usually the products are completely different. It's mostly Chinese stuff or Taiwan stuff. But the Philippines makes a lot of parts, a lot of electronics and stuff now too, so they're starting to be a big source of a lot of this stuff. So as you can see, we got more rain last night also. The road is actually still wet in places and mud puddles, so that's one thing that's good about Mindanao, where the rest of the smaller islands in the north, this time of year, beginning of summer, beginning of the dry season, they're having lots of problems with drought. But Mindanao, it's such a big island. It's the biggest island in the Philippines. It kind of makes its own weather systems, right? And this time of year, your rainstorms come from the interior, right? So I live like 5 to 7 kilometers from the coast of the ocean to the north. That's the ocean is north of me, and in the winter time I get in the rainy season I get my rain off the northern coast of the ocean, right? It's always coming in waves, wave after wave. But in the summer, if I get rain, usually it comes from the interior mountains. So it's pretty stable as far as the weather system goes, from dry to rainy season. So it gets dry here and there. I mean, we had several weeks there, like 4 weeks here before we got rain, and just the other day we got rain. We got more last night, and it's mostly cloudy here today. So anyways, that's good for Mindanao. It's good for the people here. They don't have to worry about about drought, but that's one thing you always got to consider. It's best if you're going to build to drill your own well. And my well I drilled on my property is about 125 feet deep, and it cost me about 130 to 150,000 pesos to drill it, and they drilled it all by hand, and I watched them do it, and it just takes a crew of about 3 or 4 guys to drill, and it probably took them a week to drill, maybe 5 days, and it's a good well. I've never had it not function for me. I doused the well myself, which you take 2 metal rods. If you know about dousing, I took 2 metal rods and you from like a wire hanger, clothes hanger, and you stretch them out and make 2 big L's out of them, and hold the L's in one in each hand and walk around as level as you can. And when the rods cross each other, they'll all by themselves, they'll cross. And when they cross, that's usually where there's water, and you do it several times from different directions, and if it keeps crossing in the same place, that's where you drill your well. It's pretty easy. I've drilled several wells over the years with my folks, my parents in the countryside in northern Minnesota, where I grew up. So it's really not that tough to do, and it worked here for me in the Philippines also. So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. This is kind of what the road system is here, looking like going into Dipolog. And as you can see, this right here is my sun tinting that I put on my front window. And you really have to have tinting in the Philippines, the darkest tint possible, and to avoid not being able to see well, especially at night. I always put this area here where my eyes are always looking out, and I always cut that area. It's just a box that is totally clear all the time, so I can see well. And then the rest of all my windows are dark tint because the sun gets so bad. So as you can see, this side of town has still a lot of road construction. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't want to get caught, you know, running my 6-speed manual truck here and holding up my iPad at the same time. So I'll let you guys go. You take care. I love you all. I'm praying for you, and God bless. Bye-bye. I'll catch you up on whether I could get my source from my surge protector, if I found it or not, later on today. Okay, bye-bye.